Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I'm making my topic on shipping containers, the new affordable housing. Why do you ask for shipping containers? Well, let me tell you. You got natural disasters like tornadoes and hurricanes and earthquakes and stuff like that. So they need emergency temporary housing. It creates a big impact on communities, small communities, large communities. You know how these things get. Sometimes it can take forever for housing to be there for people in need. So how did this get started? This got started when there was, obviously, like I said, there was a need for emergency shelter for those in need. It needed to be low cost. It needed to be versatile, kind of mobile in the way, so they can set up these communities for the people in need. And well, the abundance of these shipping containers is what's really made it possible. We have so many of them from being imported from overseas because of you know the trading stuff that happens and whatnot. So we have all these containers, and it costs a lot to try to get rid of them. So shipping containers can provide a practical and affordable new lifestyle. From that, it has actually spun out to where they're building these things, and they have all kinds of options to really make them livable and nice and comfortable for people to live in. Not to mention very affordable and eco-friendly. It provides a financial avenue for those in financial hardship. Once again, I said affordable lifestyle, eco-friendly, and not to mention maybe you just want to downsize. The current issues, as we all know, that contributes to these things coming out into light is the financial situation across the globe. Lack of affordable land, real estate prices, the day of living costs, creates a financial chaos. Unemployment rates, college students graduating, not being able to get jobs, and moving back home. So all those they contribute to making these things, putting them on the limelight for us. The reality that doesn't make sense, I'll give you an example. If you Google real estate, some parts here in the United States, buy some real estate in Europe or Europe and other places, you can come across a 6-bedroom castle with 24 acres. That'll run you about $1,621. I'm sorry, $1,621,000. 1 million. That's what I meant to say. And we could go to New York, an apartment for 1.5 bath, 1 bedroom, 1,200 square feet for roughly $1,650,000. So you can see how the real estate thing has really gotten out of control. A different approach to these shipping container housings is the options that are out there. Like I said, they went from being temporary, low cost effective housing, eco-friendly, to really make them livable and nice and really nice if you look at them. There's a lot of pictures out on the internet, and they use them for all kinds of whatever the situation calls for. They're fast building. The modifications are awesome with the options. Excellent source of college dorms for these college kids. I'm pretty sure that would be cost effective as well. It's a great source for families. You can double stack these, triple stack them. They have all different ways that you can arrange these things to make it a container home. It sounds funny, I know. I wasn't really a believer myself until I started looking more into it and getting all the information, and I was impressed. So perks of these shipping containers, like I said, there's some out there that you would never guess that it's a shipping container other than being pretty much square, kind of long and narrow. But the way they position these things and situate them, that they make them really, really, really nice. Slick, modern looks, low cost, maintenance, they're tax savvy, building construction friendly, and like I said, eco-friendly as well. So that's really a big ticket there, eco-friendly. It is presumed that over 300 million containers are unused. We just keep getting containers because of the ships coming in with the supplies that America buys or whatever, and it's not cost effective to send these things back out because it's cheaper to almost buy one when they're gonna export. So to recycle and reuse these containers, there's an abundance of them out there, and that is what makes these things cost effective and affordable. They use them for offices, emergency local clinics, recreationals, summer cottages, outdoor getaways. The options for these things are really kind of amping up as everybody gets into them and buys them. How the containers help the ecosystem: solar power, recycled rubber floorings, soy-based insulation, and natural air cooling designs on these things. Uh, as more goes into them, they realize what they can do with them, and the options are just really really out there to try to make these things very attractive to the buyer, because obviously, just like I said at first, I'm like, uh, who wants to live on a container home? But after looking at pictures and reading about it and options and what's out there for them, I have a different opinion about that now. So the use of a shipping container as housing, a practical approach that will allow us to stretch our hard-earned money, especially now in these times, the way things are. In conclusion, the use of shipping containers is very beneficial to all of us, whether it's side by side, double stack. There are many options to choose from, as I mentioned earlier throughout my speech. Having a house that would cost you around $30,000 with a nice setup can potentially pay off in 5 years as well. Can help you significantly in your finances. So you'll have plenty of money left over for retirement and do some other sort of investments and stuff, I guess. Whatever plans and goals you have, but definitely have extra greenbacks in your pocket, so to speak. By choosing this practical avenue, the savings of it will promise a better future for communities. Putting these containers to use as housing, not only for savings on finance, but it's a way of helping the ecosystem as well. There's a lot of information on these containers out there now, and like I said, I wasn't the believer at first because I was just thinking of a straight narrow box, but the options are out there, and the way they build and develop these things, and they've come a long ways, that I have a different opinion of them now. So who knows, maybe I'll buy one. I hope you enjoyed my speech as far as the container shipping. There's a lot of benefits to it, a lot of information out there on the internet as well, and a lot of pictures to kind of maybe hopefully change your mind. Have a good one. Thank you very much.